Hello, hello, hello. See, is taking the tripod. Hello, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Just let me know if the voice is okay. You can hear me. Do let me know if the voice is okay and you can hear me. Can you hear me? Oh, Tedai. Hey, 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 my wife. I can see my wife. Oh, my Simama family. I love you guys. Okay, the voice is okay. Jenna vibe. Oh, thank you. Oh, Jenna, I miss you. I miss you. How is my tummy supper doing? I didn't know you're joining. Oh, I miss you so much. Okay, is the voice okay? Please let me know where you're watching us from. Please let me know where you're watching us from so that we can know how many countries have joined. I hope I'm not playing something here. I can see something is playing. Okay, the sound is okay. Hello. Okay, so do let me know where you're watching us from so that we can acknowledge you. Watching from Abuja. Oh, my Abuja people, we should have a hangout soon. I think Abuja people are beginning to be pleased. We should have a hangout. Let me have an opportunity to buy you lunch. By God's grace. Let me have an opportunity to buy you lunch. Buy you lunch. Oh, sorry. Let me have an opportunity to buy you lunch. I'm Amelia, watching from the United States of America. Wow, Amelia, thank you for joining us. Okay, thank you for joining us. Oh, John Desmond, Abuja. Abuja people are beginning to be places. Let's have a hangout. If it's just for children in Abuja, let's have a hangout. Synagogue Church of All Nations members. Let's have a hangout. Okay, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. I wanted to go live today. I have not seen Daddy in my dream for like a few weeks because he always comes. And anytime I'm discouraged, I see him. So yesterday, immediately I told you, put this thing, we are going live today to address Agomo. I saw my father in anytime I'm about to do something and I'm a little bit, should I do it, should I not do it? Father, if you want me to do it, then speak to me. Prophet Joshua appeared. But if you don't know, I don't just do things. I just don't do things. I wish to. This is not necessary, but I want to say it. Some people said that people are no more watching my. Forgive me, my laughter is crazy. People are no more watching my channel. And I was like, okay, so how many dollars has everything with Dofa given me actually? That channel is there to serve God. Oh, Joseph Maganga from South Africa. Thank you. We love South Africans. Have you guys ever seen adverts on this channel? When you monetize your channel, you see adverts. You make money from the adverts. This channel does not. I don't want money that I'm getting from here to make me to want to come online and lie like other YouTubers are doing. Have you noticed that some YouTubers, if they don't have content about synagogue, about Mommy Evelyn, about the disciples or anything, they create lies. And they create things so that they can be able to get a certain amount of money in a month. This YouTube channel is not monetized. When Daddy was alive, he was taking care of everybody. We did not need money from monetization of this YouTube channel. He's not around, but Jesus Christ is the one that provides for us. If you look at our skin, you know that we are not suffering. God is taking care of us. Right? So I do not need to monetize this channel. There was a time that YouTube said that everybody that was on YouTube must have adverts play on their channel. And we were like, okay, how can you be watching me and then adverts will come and stop it when I wanted to hear what I'm saying? How much will YouTube pay in a month that it will become like something that entices me? I want to come here all the time and talk so that at the end of the day, okay, Chika, thank you for joining us from Delta. At the end of the day, I just want to develop some life. I just want to say something to you by all means so that at the end of the month, I will make money. You know, when you make $1,000 this big month, then you will want people to give people what they want. And by the time you begin to serve people as a child of God, by the time you begin to serve people, there's a problem. If you begin to serve people, there's a problem. If I have one person watch this channel, I am fine. And the person that came and said they are no more watching my channel, that video, the live we did last week, I think was it last week Tuesday? Okay. Last week Tuesday, it's almost 3,000 views. So that's the channel that you say people are no more watching. Go back and look at old videos. Even when Daddy was around, there are videos that you people will not watch. People will naturally not watch. And if you notice on this channel, I don't even do clickbait to give horrible headlines so that people can watch. I don't do that. If you see anything on headlines, that's what you're going to see in the video. I am not going to do clickbait here. I am not serving man. I am not serving man. I am serving God. Everything I have come out to say here, whether you believe me or not, is inconsequential. I come here because there's a need for me to say something. The people we are serving under do not talk because of the kind of anointing they have. But me, I will talk. Especially if you say something like that, Prophetess Vika, Prophetess R, Prophet Chris, Prophet Blessing, Prophetess Angela, you speak against the disciples, you speak against Mommy Evelyn, you speak against most of all the anointing of God Almighty, Yah, Jehovah, through Jesus Christ of Nazareth, that is the synagogue church of all nations, that I have experienced, that has brought me this peace, that has brought me where I am. Your son will be there to respond. Whether you like my response or not is my business. What I am trying to tell you people is that if you don't know how things are done in synagogue church of all nations, how we have been able to manage our relationship over the years, you not say it. Because where we are now, if you are trying to choose Mommy Evelyn over the disciples, you are trying to please Mommy Evelyn over the disciples, or you are trying to please the disciples over Mommy Evelyn, yes, somebody from Mommy Evelyn will come and defend her, and it might rubbish the disciples. And if I come out to say something, you know, that's why it's dangerous when the house is an internal crisis. If this thing was not internal crisis, I know how I handle people. I would have handled it as such. But when it's internal crisis, you're not beginning to calculate what you're saying. Because anywhere you go, you're harming yourself. Anyhow you want to go about these things, you're harming yourself in one way or the other. So please, YouTubers, if you want to promote what Mommy Evelyn is doing, not necessarily that you have to bring the disciples down. If you want to promote what the disciples are doing, not necessarily that you will bring Mommy Evelyn down, because we are all one. You cannot say that something is wrong with your eyes and then the whole of the other body will be okay. Because if I come out to say something to defend the disciples, and you, the YouTuber that is talking, or the blogger that is talking, your aim is to bring the disciples down so that you can make mommy evening good. Maybe in responding to what you do not know, you're just observing. I might be able to tell you some truth that might not sit well with people that go to synagogue church of all nations. I might not sit well because we are one family. Please, don't disease, leave it. God has done his part. Everybody has moved on. We are on the right path. Allow us to go. If you want to promote what is happening in synagogue church of all nations, which is a beautiful thing, promote it. But you must not promote it at the same time by bringing someone down. You don't need to bring anybody down to promote somebody up. This anointing is coming from the same source. We all know where it's coming from. So there's no need to say that this one is better than this one or that one is better than the rest. God is doing what he's going to do. Yesterday I saw Daddy in the dream. Anytime I'm about to do like the life I did the other time, I saw him in the dream as well. And yesterday I saw him in the dream. He just came and he was just rocking my hair. You know, like when a daughter will keep her head on her father's lap and he will rock it. My head was not on his lap, but I was lying down and he just came. He bent down and he was rocking my hair like this. I was expecting he would say something. He won't say anything. By the time I turned and I began to want to ask him questions, he has gone. That's to say that he's saying, well done, my daughter. So we do not just talk for talking sake. We know where we are coming from, and God is speaking to us. And you see me, I have powerful spiritual coverings. I said it before when Daddy was alive. And now I have more. You know, he said at his 58th birthday, there will be so many prophets. And now, it was only Daddy that was my cover. He's mighty, but now I have a lot of covering. So please do not even try. Those ones that are trying, I'm laughing at you. I see you in my dream and I laugh. Nobody is fighting. Nobody is doing anything. But there are things that when you say they are destructive, we must address it. Like when you say something that a prophet of God has stolen, we have to address it. When you say something that a prophet of God has done this and he's not done this. Like for instance, when you say Professor Zinga has wished every other person happy wedding marriage life and she did not win sponsor. If you really know why, as a YouTuber that you say you're speaking, if you really know why, then that's not even what to bring online. Because if you say, everybody will say, yes, that's true. And they'll begin to look at Professor Zinga in a bad light, as if he's a bad person. You don't know the underground. So I will come and say something. And when I say something at the end of the day, it might not sit well. So let's just let these things go. But I assure you that if you speak against any of the people, any of the stream of water that comes from that basin, from that comes, any of TB Joshua's children, the one I know, not this one that everybody is not claiming TB Joshua. You guys need to be careful. A girl sent me something from Zambia today on my WhatsApp, and she said, do you know this person? And I said, no, I don't know him. So you have to be careful. It's not everybody that is naming the name of God that is of God. So be careful. Jesus said that at that day he will say, go, I do not know you. You know. So the truth is, it's not everybody. Anybody that did not name the name of TB Joshua while he was alive bodily. Anybody that did not report for synagogue church of all nations, whether he was alive and all of a sudden they rise now because they are making views, they are making money. And most of all, if they have adverts on their channel, run away. They will give you anything for you to come and watch so that they can make money. So be careful. Having said that, let's go into the issue of today. I was going, like I told you, I have been very busy. I'm still busy, but I will make out time to continue to come on YouTube. If I cannot do video, I'll just come live and give 1 hour in a day with 30 minutes, and then I'll go back to what I'm doing. I'm planning for an event. So what happened is, I watched Agomo. Again, after so many years of not seeing him with dealt with Bisola and everything, he came out, and he's coming out with old stories. Anything about Zimbabwe, be careful. Be careful. I saw that too. A sister sent it to me. You know, everywhere, TB Joshua. I am TB Joshua's son. Why didn't we know you? We didn't know you. Yes, we love everybody, Patrick. We didn't see you when Daddy was alive. All of a sudden now you have become Daddy's, when Daddy was here with us. Because a prophet does not die. He was with me even yesterday night. You know, so when Daddy was here with us physically, we didn't hear you. You didn't mention his name. You didn't speak for him. All of a sudden, when he passed, you became his advocate. Maybe to come closer and do what? I don't understand. And then everybody now, if you go to their church, there's one in Yanya that somebody came and said, come and see. I said, come and see what? That he enlarged daddy's picture, big daddy's picture, and put in his church. Just like he has in Synagogue Church of All Nations. And he has money water. According to him, there is money water from synagogue. And I told them that it's not true. So you guys have to be very, very careful. You have to be very, extremely careful. The devil is speaking. You know, if you remember the video I did before we laid daddy to rest, I told you people that I saw a vision that people are going to begin to call the name of TB Joshua. People that did not like it, they are going to call the name of TB Joshua because the shepherd is strike. The sheep naturally are supposed to scatter, even without what has happened in synagogue. Ordinarily, they would have scattered. And that was why I was one among the people that was saying, open the church, open the church, open the church. Immediately they buried that, open the church, open the church. Because the sheep will scatter. And when they scatter, the agents of the devil planted their people. You know, the devil too can do miracles now. Planted their people, they begin to speak in favor of begin to speak in favor of TB Joshua. So that the church members now will now run to those places because they know you people are miracle lovers. And nothing can happen when it's not God's time. I remember there was this message that Daddy preached. He says that God is no more creating things. God has created everything that has to do with it. If he says you must go through a certain problem for a particular period of time, you have to. You can only prolong it if you refuse to learn. You can only prolong it if you refuse to learn. So the truth is, we lost South Africa. You know, the truth is that you can only prolong it. God is not still creating things. That's why he's home. And at the end of the day, he takes it home. See, as far as the prophet and the anointing now for all this is concerned, it is I will respond. Because I know what that anointing has done for me that he would have gotten other videos. So Agomo came back with this thing, and they are promoting it in social media. According to him, he has written a book on how miracles are arranged in synagogue Church of All Nations. I am going to be brief today, but I discovered that there are a lot of people, and the Lord put it in my heart that some of those people that are watching Agomo and this South African guy, what's his name? That guy that interviewed Agomo. So people that are watching Solomon, yes, Solomon. People that are watching Agomo and Solomon that have not heard the other part before, or I cannot say them to go and watch the old video. We have to talk about it now. As we come out, we'll talk about it. Have not watched it, they will misunderstand. They will believe what he is saying. Look at this. Distance is not a barrier, for instance. And Agomo said that Jesus has never healed a crippled man. I am happy. See, and God does not just work. As I was planning this video, Manuel TV just dropped that man at the beautiful gate. He was a crippled man. That is one of the miracles that God used Daddy to do. TV Joshua, when I said Daddy TV Joshua, God used TV Joshua to do that I cannot recover from. The man at the beautiful gate. As I was planning last week that I was going to respond to this video, I wanted us to do a documentary. But there's no time, so I said, let me just come live. Go! I think over the weekend, or yesterday, so, bam! Emmanuel TV dropped that video again. The man at the beautiful gate. Go and check the video on Emmanuel TV. You will see that one of the people man that has been healed. I've almost said that they used to arrange people and put them on a wheelchair. They will tell you that if you don't sit on wheelchair, Daddy will not heal you, or Daddy will not pray for you, or Daddy will not do anything. So they will just touch the people, and the people will stand up and blah blah blah. Okay, now look at this. When it was in the church, they talk about this and they talk about camera manipulation, as if there is no congregation. If someone is about to face something and there is someone there with you, the person is seen. was no congregation. There is congregation. Fill up in the field, in stadium, as it were with crusade, and in the church, synagogue church of all nations, wherever that they have visited. There are people in the church that are seeing this thing with their eyes. So how can you lie to them? All I have always tell people is that if you hear this thing and you want to believe them, try it by yourself. Now the disciples are doing distance is not a barrier. The reason started distance is not a barrier because of the past, because of COVID. Now, how can Stephen Joshua and his team go to Argentina and manipulate someone that is in their bedroom with their own camera to pray for them and they will receive healing? If you're saying it's fake, you're saying the anointing in synagogue church of all nations is fake. Oh, Malawi, long way. Elijah, thank you for joining. How can it be fake when someone is in America and they are in synagogue church of all nations, or as it is now in Prophetess Linka, Prophetess Anne, and Prophet Brazil's room? They are in their various UK, Nigeria, and they are manipulating someone that is in their house, in the comfort of their house, in America, to sit on a wheelchair or carry crutches and then drop them and say they are well. How is that possible? This video is not for synagogue church of all nation members. It's not for people that are working God's grace mission. It's not for the God's grace mission people. It's not for Essence of God people. It's not for University of God people. It's not for God Heart TV people. It's for someone that have never heard this from me before. Because those people, they know the truth. You know, they know the truth. So if they are telling you that these miracles are fake, if they are telling you that these miracles are fake, how can the title then? I don't know, because you know the channel, YouTube deactivated the channel. So this now, mommy just uploaded it. That's how the theory works. I was planning to talk about that man, and then I think day before yesterday or yesterday, I saw that Emmanuel TV uploaded that particular video. The man had a beautiful day. Yes, the white man that died, yes, in the church, and Daddy prayed for him. He came back to life. That's another miracle. That's another miracle as well. That's another fantastic miracle. But you know, in this particular thing with Solomon, Agomo said that he has never, Stephen Joshua has never healed a crippled man, that the crippled people are sent home, that he has never healed a crippled man. So that's why I'm giving reference to that. I'm not saying that that's the only miracle that Daddy did that is outstanding. That is outstanding. Thank you. What are they going to say? The man came back to life. Doctors came, they said the man was dead. So that's another miracle. And the white people were there. He said white people discovered it, they started going, that's why they said they stopped calling it leg ulcer, cancer. They were calling it leg ulcer. I dare you to search ulcer healing in synagogue church of. She was prayed for in synagogue church of all nations, and she came back. Everything was healed. You could see the way they were. They will come with leg ulcer, and then they will say, Stephen Joshua will now send the disciples to go and treat the wound. If the wound was going to be treated in the hospital, why would they come to synagogue? If you have seen people that come to synagogue of Church of All Nations with all physical issues, they will say that, especially for the ulcer issue that he gave, they will say that they have gone everywhere and they say that they are going to amputate the leg. They will say they have gone everywhere and the leg have refused to heal. So all of a sudden, it's not the prayer, but then you go back to the hospital and the leg is healed.
And I saw some gullible people in the comment section saying that the devil cannot rest to see that he proved beyond reasonable doubt that Prophet TB Joshua's anointing was fake. Is he the only person with anointing? Is he the only preacher with healing, healing oil? Is he the only person? He is not. He is not the only person. So why anything that is close to Jesus receive attack? Remember, that's what Prophet TB Joshua said. And the attacks that are coming to the prophets and prophetesses of God that TB Joshua has ordained, anointed, and he has left behind is because they are close to Jesus. It's because they are close to Jesus. TB Joshua's anointing is receiving attack even now, a year after when the man has gone to rest with the Lord. People are still attacking him. Agomo has written a book, and gullible people are ready to buy the book and listen to what? The money you use to buy the book, take the money and come to synagogue. Take the money and meet us in Malawi in December. You know, so you can see it with your eyes. Even if you're not sick, just come and sit among the congregation and see it. Everything we say, plus me as I'm sitting here, I will account for it. But you will not be asked to account for something that you do not open your mouth to say it. You people and people's comments, committing sin because it's your data and it's your keypad and it's your phone. At the end of the day, you will answer for every word. Someone is bearing a testimony of something. Whether it's false, whether it's true, you don't know. You will just type. Some people come here to attack me. I know the spirit. I might not say it now because I don't want people that don't know me to feel as if I am being proud. I will not say, but I know what that spirit is. I know what that spirit is. I want to round up by saying that when you listen to Agomo, be encouraged. If you are around Nigeria, go to synagogue. Watch the prophetesses and the prophets of God as they come online to pray for people. Say one thing. I tell people about when you're coming, tell people one thing. I love you too. Sarah Fudaka. You know, say one thing to God. God, if you are the one that sent TB Joshua onto this earth, TB Joshua, at the end of the day, when Jesus comes, you people will see who he was. I am laughing. Because if you say anything and people will not understand, you will see who he is. I cannot talk to him in pastor. You will see who he is. When Jesus comes, you will see who that man is. You know, one day he was preaching and he said something. He said that everybody that is talking about me, that don't know when Jesus comes, we will see who is who. And I laughed because I have received the revelation before. I didn't share it with him, but I received the revelation. And even him, I didn't tell him. So if you're saying that the powers are, now I'm even confused. I don't know what they are saying. Are they saying the powers are fake or they are saying he does not have power? Because if you are saying someone is faking miracles, that means that there's no power at all. But for the issue of the cancer that he had, the open ulcer, the ulcer that he talked about, there are so many things to prove. That's why I would have loved when this thing was in documentary. If it's in a documentary, as I am talking, Sheikh is showing you the video. But go, just type huge ulcer in Synagogue Church of All Nation or by TB Joshua. You will see a lot of them will come out. It's not what you can say is staged. And you will hear these people, they've gone to the hospital. If you do you know that when people go to the hospital, they get cured, they don't bother to look for men of God. They don't bother to look for men of God. Even me, the attack that came towards this year that almost killed me, that Professor Zinga called me and prayed for me, that spirit of death left. I saw it literally leaving my window when she was praying for me. I didn't think about calling her or calling any of the prophets or prophetesses. Because what doctors were attending to me, unknowingly to me that I was dying, I didn't know. But God went and stimulated her wherever she is and she called. I couldn't even touch my phone. I said that to say that until we know that paracetamol cannot work, until we know that malaria drugs cannot work, that's when we begin to look for pastors. Nobody just gets sick and then the first point of call is house of God. Even me that are still close to the anointing, my first point is not always them. It's not them. You go to the doctors. It's when you go to the doctors and the doctors say they can't do anything. That's when you begin to look for God. So if you see anybody in Synagogue Church of All Nations, there's nothing like they pray for them and they went and they continued their treatment. And then the leg healed and they came back and gave testimony. No. When you see those ulcers, you know that these people are in desperate need. I have met people that say that this is my last gospel. When you see people in church, it's either managerial sickness, the doctor say you're going to take drugs forever. Those are managerial sickness, or the doctor say that there's no way out for you. I have seen people in Synagogue Church of All Nations that say that this is my last gospel. So the people that they pray for most times is always their last gospel. You see people with their longer concept, they will tell them that you wear the concept for life. So the first point of call for a sick person is not church, it's the hospital. It's when the hospital cannot manage it except for spiritual things that the doctor say that no, we can't find this medically, which is still church is not the first point of call. For many people, it's not the first point of call. It's like, this is my last resort. In fact, some people that already have prayed for are people that say that I will never go to synagogue. And they're there. There was somebody that was saying to me, I said, my brother, never say that. So please, ask yourself, I will leave you with this question. Ask yourself, why is it that the anointing in TB Joshua is being fought like this? Even now that he has passed to be with the Lord. For over 1 year, they are trying to prove that his anointing is fake. You know, when Daddy passed, the devil thought he has won. He sent his agent into the church for condolence. And before we know what we knew, it turned to something else. And all of us started crying. We thought maybe, oh, this is the end of it. And bam, God showed himself. God showed himself in a very massive way. That's when you know that the anointing that TB Joshua has is God. If it's from the devil, it would have crumbled by now. With the war, the crisis, and everything that he fought throughout his life, and then he passed, this one that has come, and the anointing and the church and everything is still standing, then you will respect what Daddy was giving. You will respect where Daddy came from. He came with something solid as solution for this world. And if you like, you tap into it. If you like, you don't tap into it. Jesus said that anywhere they receive you, share the word with them. If they don't receive you, dust the sand of their house and point there and leave. Everybody will like, you will see, you will be disgraced, you will be exposed. I remember Bisola said that she's waiting on the day that Daddy will do confession. She's going to wait all her life. And at the end of the day, I pray mercy sees her too. I pray mercy sees you and Agomo too. You guys are bitter. Bitter for what? So many people have left Synagogue Church of All Nations. They went and they transformed their lives. You people have left. You're looking wretched. You're looking sick. You're looking tattered. Because you're fighting God, the blesser. If you're fighting the anointing of God, the blesser, how will you get blessed? You can come out and do video on TB Joshua all you want. You see $1,000. Guys, if at all YouTube is even paying you up to $1,000 a month that you want to live on for your the remainder of your life, you will be bitter now. You will be bitter. Some of us left, our life is good. Our life is still good. But you left. Why are you like that? Because you left bitter. You left angry. God cannot work with an angry spirit. God cannot work with a bitter spirit. Say you invested 10 years to be with TB Joshua and you left bitter. Some people have invested 20, 50 years. They left 20, 30 years, 28 years. They left. They are not bitter and they are prospering. I've left synagogue before I even went. Look at how you're looking. Because you wake up every day, you're castigating the anointing that is supposed to bless you. How can you go far? Please, anywhere you see them type, share the video. Go to Emmanuel TV, type and share the video in their comment section. Share the video of the miracle in their comment section. Let them know. Somebody that is watching them for the first time should know that there is a congregation at the background. You cannot play that game when someone is looking at tomorrow they see the testimony on Emmanuel TV and they will still go to that church. But you can see it's still growing. The disciples are fine. They cannot even attend to people all. Okay, I will end up by saying that, have you heard about Prophetess Anne's? You watched Prophetess Anne's video this morning, spontaneous worship and prayer. If you haven't, go to Prophetess Anne's official Prophetess Anne YouTube channel and watch it. Something big is happening in Malawi. She's going to have Christmas carol. Prophetess Anne and friends are going to have Christmas carol in Malawi, and in December. So you join her wherever you are. Begin to work on your tickets so that we can have a very wonderful time in the presence of God. You know what her worship does. You know what her worship does. Then you can imagine fake anointing. She's in her house worshiping. People are getting healed. She's standing on the stage worshiping. People are getting healed. How many people can you pay in the crowd to come out? And then where do they put the things that they are vomiting when they are praying for them? When she's worshiping, where do they keep the thing that they are vomiting that is coming from their mouth? Where do they keep it from that is coming? And you see them literally crying, going through pain. But it's all arranged. How can you arrange something like that? So can you go and watch that video for details? I will do a separate video for it, but I feel that I should say something about it before I round up. Okay, so I should say something about it before we leave. So go and watch spontaneous worship with Prophetess Anne this morning on. She talks about it. So after Malawi, we have chilling time in Kenya. You know, a place that she visited and discovered that is a place to have just worship with God. How amazing will it be to eat with woman of God? You know, eat together, sleep in the same place, just have a worship together. So get your tickets all over the world. Let's do Malawi and Kenya with Prophetess Anne and friends. I understand Prophetess Linka will be there, but this Christmas carol is for Prophetess Anne and friends. She's going to have her own Christmas carol with her friends, with people. So come prepared. Prepare your heart. You can start preparing your heart from now. Is you can prepare for so many years to meet God. You can prepare for so many years before you can meet God. There's nothing bad about it. So start preparing now. We have like maybe a month or two, you know, and then you can prepare. Start preparing for people you need to forgive. Open your hearts to forgive. Open your hearts to and everything. So as I go, I want to say that I will continue to stand on what I believe. I know for sure that when you stand for something, God will test you for it. To know whether you were standing because it's nosy or you were standing before you believe in it. And you see me, I am not bragging. But like David, I will make my boast in the Lord. I stood on things that I believe in, and I will continue to stand on them no matter the trials, no matter the temptation, no matter the insults, no matter the arrows, or no matter anything. When you touch the anointing that comes from Synagogue Church of All Nations through Prophet T.B. Joshua, I will be there to respond. If you touch the prophet and the prophetess, I will be there to respond. And I will respond honestly, regardless of whose rules is good. I will respond. So if you're coming out with allegations, be careful. So that if I don't come to respond to the allegation and you're bruised in the process, now you invite them. As Nigerians would say, now you invite them. But you see where I'm standing? I choose where I stand according to the leading of the Almighty God. And what at times looks like success, in its actual sense is not success. And what at times looks like failure, because it's not prospering in your eyes as human beings, physical eyes, these physical eyes, it's not a failure. So let me leave you with that word. For you, people that want to hear deeply, what seems like it's prospering in your own physical eyes might be as broken as what in the spiritual. And what looks as if it's not prospering in your physical eyes might really be stronger in the spirit. Only time will tell if we are here to see the end. Only time will tell. So brag small, like Nigerians will say. Glory small, because it's not everything you see that it is. Look at the poor man at the gate of the rich man. He was always there begging. But look at where he ended up in eternity. And look at the rich man where he ended up. So be careful. Be careful on what you follow. That's why you have to ask God, is this where I'm supposed to be? Immediately you hear yes, this is where you're supposed to be. No matter how glorious, no matter how greener the other side is, concentrate and wait where the Lord has directed you to be. So if this is an because when you go outside God's will, anything evil can happen to you. But when you stay within God's will, even what God says, people think it's a failure, at the end of the day might not be a failure. So having said that, this is where I go. I will see you again when I see you. I love you all. Bye-bye.